What's happening, Everett and Grace? It's your dad again on YouTube. Since this is the extent of our relationship at the moment. I sure do miss you guys. I'm pretty grumpy right now because I didn't really sleep very much last night because I'm going back to the courthouse. And going to the courthouse makes me very nervous because it was at a courthouse where somebody arbitrarily and rather unfairly decided that you guys and I didn't have any rights. It wasn't very fair for any of us. But I doubt it's going to go as poorly again after that. I mean, what are the chances it can go that bad twice in a row, right? Stay positive. Even though it's really hard to stay positive when I'm really tired and really grumpy. But I sure do love you, kiddos. I sure do miss you. I don't know, I don't know what to expect at this one. It's probably going to be a short one. It's one of those ones where they don't have a whole lot of time. It's like before court or whatever. It's 8:30 in the morning. It's an ex parte thing. I don't know what that means either. So if you're asking me what ex parte means, I don't know. I don't understand any of these legal terms. Your dad's pretty good at a lot of stuff. He's pretty good with computers. He's pretty good with music and fixing houses and cars and gardening and raising animals and breaking wild horses, volleyball. But I am not very good at legal definitions or paperwork or court dates, obviously. I wish I was better at it, kiddos, because that last court date we had in Oregon really went badly for you guys and for me. I'm sorry for that. But, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and trying to learn. And I'm following all the rules at this point. I've been following all the rules pretty much entirely. There's only a couple of rules I didn't follow exactly, and they were pretty minor. So I'm pretty hopeful that everybody's going to see that I've really been giving it my best effort. I've been working really hard. I've been working a lot. Not making very much money, but boy have I been working a lot. And I have some new music students, and they're mostly kids. A couple adults too, but a lot of kids I'm teaching. And sometimes when I'm teaching the kids, I pretend like they're you guys, that they're my kids, and not just one of my friends' kids or one of my neighbor's kids or the normal people I'm normal teaching. It doesn't really work though. Nobody's the same as you two guys, and I really miss you guys a lot. And I'm really sad that on our video chat last night, I didn't get to talk to last night. No, night before last. I didn't get to talk to you at all, Grace. That made me very sad. And Everett, I only got to talk to you for a minute, and then you were rude to me. And I know you guys have been put through the ringer. I mean, you guys have had it almost as hard as your dad, maybe even harder. So I don't know what I expect out of a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. I mean, I know you guys are really, really capable though, and really smart. So I guess I expect a lot out of you guys, and I know you've been told a lot of terrible lies about me by somebody over there. I don't know if it's your mom or your gran or who, but somebody's telling you terrible lies about me. Let's see. What are all the lies that they've told you about me that I've heard? Let's see. One of the lies that hurts the most for me is that they told you guys that I didn't want to see you on Father's Day. I wanted to see you guys very much on Father's Day, more than normal. And I want to see you guys every day, all day. I just want to see you guys. That's really my default state of being, is just wishing I could see my kids. Especially when it's been so long since I've seen you. But really, it's just all the time. Even when you guys got to come visit for those few short times in the spring, as soon as you left, I wished you were still there again. I wished you were there with me again. And it just gets worse and worse the longer the time is that I haven't seen you guys. That feeling of missing your kids and wanting to see your kids. And so that was a pretty terrible lie that they told you. See, Dad's the worst person in the world. I know they told you that too. You know, I may not be perfect, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the worst person in the world. There's some pretty terrible people out there who do pretty terrible things. There's people who steal, and there's people who hurt other people, and there's people who lie and cheat, and there's people who don't let parents see their kids and don't let kids see their parents. And I don't do any of those things. Ever. Not even close. There's even people out there who will tell little kids lies about their dad. And I don't know who's doing that to you guys, but I would never do that to you guys. I'm only going to tell you the truth on everything. So I'm definitely not the worst person in the world. And that should be pretty obvious that that's a lie. Hopefully you guys are already smart enough to know that that's a lie. Dad rhymes with bad. That's another thing I know that somebody told you guys. And actually that's not a lie. Dad does actually rhyme with bad. But I think the implication is that Dad's a bad person, or Dad's got a bad agenda or something, and that implication is definitely a lie. Your dad has no bad agenda, no bad intentions at all. I just want to do what's best for everybody all the time. In fact, I'm so focused on what's best for everybody, not just myself, that that may have been more part of what got me and us into this situation. I think I was too concerned about other people's well-being and not concerned enough about my own well-being and my kids' well-being. And that might be one of the reasons why I ended up in this situation. Why you guys ended up in this situation. I'm really sorry for that. But that's the opposite of bad. When you're thinking about other people and trying to do the right thing for them, I think that's the opposite of bad. And I'm still proud of the way I acted, even if it ended up not very good for you guys and for me. Still, I don't know if I could go back in time. I don't know if I'd do it differently. I mean, because what's the point? What's the point of being there as a dad and being around your kids if you're not a good person? If you're not a good person, there's no point in even being around your kids anyway. So, I did the right thing. I'm going to keep doing the right thing. So that when I am around you guys, you'll have an example to follow and a dad you can be proud of. What are some of the other lies that I've heard you guys were told? Dad breaks the rules. I know you guys told me that at one point. Dad doesn't follow the rules. I've followed every single rule. Every single rule. There's only a couple rules I haven't followed, and they were rules I couldn't follow. I literally couldn't follow them. There's a couple of rules involving money that literally I couldn't have followed if I wanted to. And, of course, you know, having visitation right now costs between $300 and $600 a visit, so it's understandable that I'd be out of money because I tried to get every single visit I could while I had money, guys. Now I'm out of money, and now I can't have any visits because I'm out of money. And that doesn't seem very fair to anybody. It doesn't seem right that that's how the system is. Oh, another lie I heard is that the only reason I want to see you guys is to hurt your mom. That's something you guys told me on one of our video chats. And I want to assure you that I in no way want to hurt your mom. I'm very angry about the way she's been and about the fact that she won't let you guys see your dad and that she won't let your dad see you guys. I'm very angry about that. Very angry. More angry, I think, than I've ever been in my whole life. But ultimately, it just makes me feel bad for your mom. She's made decisions that have been very bad for you guys and very bad for herself. And she's going to have to live with those decisions. And she's going to have to look in the mirror and know that she did that to you guys. Did that to herself. And I don't envy her having to look in the mirror and see that. I assure you, I just want to see... You guys know that I just want to see you guys because I love you guys. You know that I want a rough house and I want to play in the pool and I want to have ice cream and I want to go to the beach and I want to watch movies and play video games and teach you guys math and reading and color with you guys and play memory and play chess and all the things we always do together. Read books. Go camping, have s'mores over a campfire, have play dates with all your cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents. You guys know that's why I want to see you guys. I don't want to just see you guys to hurt your mom. That doesn't even make any sense. How does that make any sense? Why would me getting to see you guys hurt your mom anyway? That just doesn't make any sense. That just helps everybody. If you guys get to have a relationship with your dad, that's just a good thing for everybody involved, including your mom. If anything, that should make your mom feel better, because then she's not hurting you guys anymore. And that would just, you know, because not letting kids see either one of their parents, that's hurting them. It's called parental alienation, and that's very, very bad. I mean, I can tell you guys are in pain. I can tell, you know, I'm your dad. I raised you for Everett for the first 5 years of your life and Grace for the first 3. And I know when you guys are hurting, and I know this whole situation has been hurting you. I know this conflict that your mom and your gran have created with me is hurting you guys. It's hurting me too. It's hurting them too. It's not what I wanted. I sent a lot of emails to them before they got that bogus restraining order. I sent a lot of emails to them saying, hey, how can we work this out in a peaceful manner? How can we just work this out so it's the best possible scenario for the kids? You guys. I said, you know, I even said, you know, why don't you just let... I said that you guys could live down here in San Diego for the whole school year if they would just let me have you guys for the summertime. I said I would agree to that. I said if you guys got to come live with me, your dad, in the summer in Oregon, and the Oregon's really nice in the summer. The temperature is perfect, the weather's beautiful, there's fresh fruit everywhere, fresh strawberries and blueberries and raspberries and blackberries and peaches and plums and cherries. And if you guys could live with me in the summer, I said you could live down here in the winter, and I would just come visit a bunch of times. I thought that seemed pretty fair, and that would be pretty nice for you guys. To get out of Vista in the summer, where it's like 100 degrees, and to go somewhere where it's, you know, 75 degrees, and there's every kind of fresh fruit imaginable. Seemed like a win-win to me. But instead, your Aunt Rhonda sent me an email saying if I sent any further emails, they would get a restraining order. So I stopped sending emails immediately. And it didn't matter. They went and got the restraining order anyway. And now I haven't been able to see you guys for almost another 2 whole months. The last time I saw you guys was, I think, June 10th, I think. And now it's August 2nd. And I'm a little bit behind on the rent. I think I'm going to be okay, though. It's not really late till the 4th. And I think I'm going to be able to come up with the rest of it today and tomorrow. I hope. So... yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys. This is what's happened, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I really never envisioned it going this direction. Couldn't have imagined it going this direction. I really didn't think your mom would do this to you guys or to me. It's gotten pretty bad. And you guys don't get to see your dad at all. And you're supposed to call some other guy you don't even hardly know Dad. Doesn't seem right. And you know, I've had a girlfriend for a while. And you guys haven't met her yet. I think you're gonna like her when you do meet her. She's very beautiful. She's very smart, very kind. And I'm excited for you guys to meet her, but you know, until I know it's going to be a long-term relationship, the psychologist's recommendation is not to introduce your kids to a new relationship. And that's another psychologist's recommendation your mom didn't follow. And I'm sure that's caused you guys a lot of stress and anxiety and confusion. I know it did, because I remember you guys got asking me 100 questions about Mike, and 100 questions about Justin, and 100 questions about Steve, and I'm sorry you guys had to witness that, and I'm sorry you guys had those questions. I do not think that was a very good example for your mother to set for you guys, for when you become married and have kids. That wasn't the right thing to do at all. And I understand she didn't want to be with me anymore. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it hurt a lot at the time when I first found out. I was pretty upset. I wrote a lot of really sad songs, which I thought was an appropriate response and a mature response. But I don't think it was right for her to introduce you to all those different guys all in a row like that. I don't think that's right to act like that even if you don't have kids. Much less to introduce these different guys to your kids. Very, very unhealthy behavior. And definitely contrary to the psychologist's recommendation. So I'm sorry you guys had to go through that. That's why I got the ex parte ruling to come and get you guys. Remember we went the camping trip in the Sierras? That's why I came and got you guys. Because she was doing that kind of stuff to you, which was very contrary to the psychologist's recommendation. And you know, I read all that stuff. I took a class. I've taken several classes now on how to be the best parent you can be, the best ex-husband you can be when this kind of situation arises. And I'm trying to follow all the recommendations. I've tried really hard to follow the recommendations. I did get angry and post some things on social media that were pretty angry, but that was after I didn't get to see you guys for 200 days. And I think at that point, a little bit of anger was pretty justified. Because who would do that to somebody? Remember I was supposed to see you guys at Christmas time? And I didn't get to see you at Christmas time? I was supposed to take you guys to Disneyland? And instead, they took you to Disneyland and didn't let you see your dad at all? Very unfair to you guys, very unfair to me. And I was pretty angry. And I said some angry things online that I probably could have been more tactful about, but that's really the only crime I've committed so far. That's really the only rule I've broken so far in this whole process that I can think of. That, and there's been some money rules that I've broken because I don't have any money. I spent it all hiring Gwen and Al so that I could see you guys. Remember that? And they were not the best supervisors. They didn't know anything about organic food or carcinogens and different household products. I mean, they didn't know a lot of basic human health things that I think every adult should know, much less somebody who's supposed to be in a professional capacity looking out for the well-being of somebody else's children. very unqualified in my opinion. And very unkind too in the end. Some of the interactions I had with Al were very unkind to me, and I think to you guys. Very unfortunate. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up. I don't know what else to say, guys. I love you both very much. I'm going back to the courthouse again right now. Trying to ask the judge, please, 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 is there any way that I can see my kids? Please. I don't have any money. Please, is there some way that I can see my kids? And I've got 2 more dates this month where that's what I'm going to say. Over and over and over again in a courtroom. And your mom's going to be there. And probably Mr. Garcia is going to be there. And probably your gran is going to be there. And I don't know how they can live with themselves after what they've done to you guys. I don't know how they can look themselves in the mirror and think, man, hurting these 2 little kids was the right move and the right thing to do. I know they don't like me and they're mad at me for some reason. Just because I don't like to be cheated on, I guess. Probably shouldn't bring that up, I guess. Anyway, I love you 2 guys very much. I know someday you'll get to see these videos, so I'm going to keep posting them. Hopefully it goes well today at court.